Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack, this is Jthbooks, and it is time for the December TBR. I don't know why I said it like that was weird. Let's move on. So, as you know, my goal this year was to try and read 100 books, same as last year. And at the beginning of November, I needed to read 15. So, over 8 in November, 7 in December. Because I work in a restaurant and 7 December is a little bit, it just takes it out of me, I'm like, literally, I often scream in terror. So, we've got 7 this month. But before we talk about the books, I found my Dolly Parton t-shirt and I couldn't be happier. I got this when I saw her on tour and I lost it for like years. And I just found it. It was just there. And joy. That is joy. Dolly Parton is joy. Tangent. That was a tangent. That's okay. But, so we talk through the books? Let's talk through the books. And because I had so much fun last time when you helped me pick the last book to read of the month, we're going to do that again. So you, my friends, are actually going to pick the last book I read in 2022. The pressure's on you now. It's not on me. It's on you. Okay? Can you handle it? Can you handle it? I know you can. That's why we're friends. Also, I should say that this is a TBR, but it's, I'm filming this quite early in the month because the day I was going to film it, I know, can you believe I actually planned this out? Even though they're always a mess, I actually plan these things out. The day I was going to film it, I've now got to go into hospital. So, if anything else comes through my door, basically, is what I'm saying. One of these could be switched out, but let's hope not. Right, as I've said like 6 times now, let's talk about the book. So, as you know, I've been reading a non-fiction book every month. I've done it. I tried to do this last year just to myself and it didn't work. But I've managed it this year, so I definitely need to read a non-fiction book this month. And I'm going to go up for one that came out at the beginning of November. And it is Difference is Born on the Lips, Reflections on Sexuality, Stigma and Society by Michael Handrick. This was kindly sent to me by Flint Books, I do believe. Yeah, and it came out in November. There are many beginnings. It all depends on at what point we start to define ourselves. We think of life, memory and narrative as something linear. We are born, we grow, we love and lose, and we die. There's a clear beginning and a clear end. But I've come to learn that's not the full story. Part memoir, part expose, Michael Handrick's powerful narrative looks at how societal prejudice foster the conditions for abusive relationships and mental health crises. I love queer non-fiction. I've read so much of it this year. Some straight memoirs which have been brilliant, and some more like this that are more factual. But this is a mixture of both. So, turns out I'm going to love it. Well, let's hope. Let's hope. But yeah, I actually read 2 in 1 month. So that's going to be 13 non-fiction books for me this year, which is a record, which I'm proud of myself. Shall we high five? High five. I hope you actually did that, because otherwise you left me hanging, and that's rude. Goodness, I don't know what's happening to me. It's going to be a wild video, isn't it? So yeah, that is my non-fiction for the month. I'm really excited to read this. And yeah, it's out now if it sounds interesting to you. Now, as I said, my work in December is very hectic, in a restaurant. So I have gone from wanting to read December just cute, fluffy romances, even though I don't really read romances, to things that are going to just totally make me forget about work, sort of destroy me and, make me really think and cry and all that jazz. So it's been, I've tried to get a mixture of the two. So we've had my non-fiction, but we're going to go for Really Good Actually by Monica Hasey. Now this was kind of sent to me by Fourth Estate. It comes out in January. I would like to know the date, but I do not know the date. The 19th of January. And Monica is actually one of the writers of Schitt's Creek. So if you like Schitt's Creek, chances are you're going to like this. And I've seen so many of my friends reading this. They have absolutely loved it. I've heard people say it makes them laugh. And I just, see, December, I want to laugh. So I'm going to go for it. I've had it quite a long time now, so. Maggie's marriage has ended just 608 days after it started. But she's fine. She's doing really good, actually. Sure, she's alone for the first time in her life, can't afford her rent, and her obscure PhD is going nowhere. But at the age of 29, Maggie is determined to embrace her new status as a surprisingly young divorcee. Soon she's taken up sadness hobbies and getting back out there. sex-wise, oversharing in the group chat, and drinking with their new high-intensity divorce friend Amy. As Maggie throws herself headlong into the chaos of her first year of divorce, and she finds herself questioning everything, including, why do we still get married? Did I fail before I even got started? How many night burgers do I have to eat until I'm happy? It just sounds like it's going to be one of those funny books that gives you a real gut punch. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. So thank you to Fourth for State for this copy. Like I said, out in January, if you're interested. Now this book here was kindly sent to me by Little Brown, and it is out on January the 5th. Can you see why I am reading some of these in December? Because they come out in January, and I want to be polite and read them before they come out. It is Age of Vice by Dipti Kapoor. Now this was featured in my unboxing, so you have seen this one if you have watched that. If you haven't, link down below, friends. Or in the haul. It's in the haul as well, because I got it in October, so link down below, friends. Let's do just a synopsis, because I got a bit weird, didn't it? Deftly shifting through time and perspective in contemporary India, Age of Vice is an epic, action-packed story propelled by the seductive wealth, startling corruption, and bloodthirsty violence of the Wadia family, loved by some, loathed by others, feared by all. In the shadows of lavish estates, extravagant parties, predatory business deals, and calculated political influence, three lives become dangerously intertwined. AJ is the watchful servant, born into poverty, who rises through the family's ranks. Sonny is the playboy heir who dreams of outshining his father, whatever the cost. And Nida is a curious journalist caught between morality and desire. Against a sweeping plot fueled by loss, pleasure, greed, yearning, violence, and revenge, will their connections become a path to escape or a trigger of further destruction? That sounds really good, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound good? We both know it sounds good. So, yeah, it's going to be a big book in 2023. I have a feeling you're going to see this one everywhere. It's got some little facts that I was going to read you, but I thought it was going to say a film right, but it didn't say that. So that's why I paused so awkwardly. But yeah, thrillers aren't always my thing, but this one sounds good. And it says here, if I could find the page, equal parts crime thriller and family saga. It's the family saga bit that has given me interested. But yeah, thank you so much to Little Brown for sending me this. It is out January 5th. In the UK. I don't know when, if you watch from elsewhere in the world. Where do people watch from? Let me know. I assume everyone just watches from down my street, but that's not true, is it? As you can tell by my accent, I live in the UK. Let me know where you live, if you'd like to. I would be fascinated to hear. That was another tangent, wasn't it? So like I said, romance. Sweet, sweet romance. And we have it. And it is Christmas themed. It's You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janowski. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the Christmas spirit. I don't actually like Christmas that much. I used to like it, and then, my mum passed away, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. But I kind of feel it this year, so... And I just want to read some dudes falling in love at Christmas time. That's all I want. Can you imagine this isn't it? Of course it is. It's a romance. Matthew Prince is young, rich, and thoroughly spoiled. So what if his parents barely remember he exists and the press is totally obsessed with him? He's on top of the world, but one major PR misstep later and Matthew is cut off and shipped away to spend the holidays in his grandparents' charming small-town hellscape. Population, who cares? It's bad enough he's stuck in some festive winter wonderland. It's even worse that he has to share space with Hector Martinez, an obnoxiously attractive local who's unimpressed with anything and everything Matthew does. Just when it looks like the holiday season is bringing nothing but heated squabbles, the charity gala loses its coordinator and Matthew steps in as a saintly act to get home early on good behaviour, with Hector as his maddening +1. But even a Grinch can't resist the unexpected joy of found family, and in the end, the forced proximity and infectious holiday cheer might be enough to make a lonely prince's heart grow 3 sizes this year. That was a rhyme. I read it so well it rhymed. It obviously is a rhyme, but... Look, I love The Grinch. I love The Grinch. I was just watching it before I started to record this. So, I'm just ready. This one is out now, so if you want to... This was kindly sent to me by Sourcebooks Casablanca. So, if you want a Christmas spirit, a queer rom-com at Christmas, here we go. Now, these next two actually came to me in November. So you haven't seen these yet. I haven't hauled these yet. So you're getting an exclusive, friends. And this first one is out in January. The Brains. I've got Brains. It is A Million to One by Adiba Jagada, which is the new high-stakes sapphic romance adventure set on the Titanic. Shall I read it to you? This one is out January 5th. Another one that's out on January the 5th. I better get reading, friends. This was kindly sent to me by Team BKMRK. They publish Dean Atter's books, so we trust them. And Adiba's got some little books. Can you see them there? I haven't read them yet. So this is going to be my first Adiba book. But I shall read you the synopsis. 4 friends have stolen aboard the Titanic. They're after the Robert, a book inlaid with priceless jewels. It's Josepha's plan, but she needs the unique skills of 3 of her friends. Despite their very different backgrounds, in a world of first-class passengers and suspicious crew members, the girls must work together to pull off the heist of their lives. But careless mistakes, old grudges, and new romances threaten to jeopardise everything they've worked towards. And with the Titanic sailing further north, the girls' chances of survival are 1,000,000 to 1. A heart-pounding romantic adventure from the author of Hanu Inishu's Fake Guide to Dating. Doesn't this sound brilliant? Oh, this actually sounds so brilliant. I'm excited. And I love the Titanic. I can actually sort of quote most of the Titanic. And my name is Jack. But I actually can quote the rose bits. Don't judge me. But yeah, out the 5th of January, I'm really going to enjoy this in December. This will be the kind of book that you can lose yourself in. It's historical. It's a heist. It's going to be fast-paced. There's romance. This will be perfect for December. And this next one doesn't actually come out till next March. But I've very luckily been invited to the 4th Estate live event that is in January. And this author, along with this author, is going to be speaking. So I want to read the book first, you know. So, 1, I don't get any spoilers. And 2, I know what they're talking about. Because can you imagine me just sitting there? So, it is Wandering Souls by Cecile Pinn. Now, when I read the synopsis to you in a minute, that's the first time I'm going to know really what it's about. All I know is that my friends have told me how brilliant it is. They told me that it really upset them and it shattered them, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm just ready. So I'm going to read the synopsis and we'll find out what it's about, shall we? Well, isn't this exciting, finding out together? Jack, hope you've enjoyed this beautiful debut. I didn't know that was in there. But thank you. Very kind of you, 4th Estate. I love 4th Estate. They publish some brilliant books. One night, not long after the American troops leave Vietnam, siblings An, Tan and Min flee their village and embark on a perilous boat journey to Hong Kong. Their parents and 4 younger siblings make the crossing in another vessel. But as weeks go by, it becomes clear that only one party has survived the voyage. An, Tan and Min suddenly find themselves alone in the world, without family or home. They travel on, navigating refugee camps and resettlement centres until, by a twist of fate, they arrive in Thatcher's Britain. Here they must somehow build the new lives with only each other to turn to. But will that be enough in a place that doesn't seem to want them? In this piercing debut, the siblings' faltering journey is deftly interwoven with the voices of their lost brother Deo, following them from a place beyond the living and the dead, and the records of an unknown researcher intent on gathering towards the strand of their story. Oh, that sounds good. So good I apparently have smacked the book. I'm so sorry. I'm just ready. It's going to make me cry, isn't it? It's going to make me cry. But we like it when I cry, don't we? Because it makes it fun. So like I said, if you're interested in this one, it is out the 2nd of March. But I'm reading it because I want to know what the authors are talking about when I go up in January. Well, let's hope I can go up, because I meant to go up in October and I got bloody ill. Still trying to figure out what it is, but I've got to go to hospital. And but if I do go up, we'll vlog the day. I'll vlog the day. I'll go book shopping before. I'll film some of the event. I'm hoping I'm going to see some of my friends there, because I haven't got any friends around me. That's not true. I do have 2 very good friends who are absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I'll be excited to see some of my book friends. It was another tangent, wasn't it? I'm really sorry. Now it's time. Now it is time for you to vote. And I just had so much fun doing this last time. What I thought was going to win didn't win. And I shall be reading the book you'll vote for very, very soon. So, I think this might be a difficult choice for you, but I could be wrong. And I have gone for sort of two comforting ones. So, do you want to find out what they are? Shall I keep the suspense going? No, I'll tell you, okay? First up, we have Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. This is a very popular book. It was self-published, and now it's been picked up by a publisher. It's very much sort of on Bookstagram and YouTube, and I shall read you what the synopsis says, so you know it's a fair vote. After decades of adventuring, Viv, the orc barbarian, is hanging up her sword for good. Now she sees her sights on a new dream, opening up the first coffee shop in Thun? Even though no one there knows what coffee actually is. If Viv wants to realise her plans, she'll need help from unexpected quarters. Yet old rivals and new stand in the way of success. And Thun's shady underbelly could make it all too easy for Viv to take up the blade once more. But the true reward of the uncharted path is the travellers you meet along the way. Whether bound by ancient magic, delicious pastries, or a freshly brewed cup, they may become something deeper than Viv could ever imagined. Legends and Lattes is a charming, heartwarming, slice-of-life fantasy about found family and fresh starts. So like I said, sounds sweet, doesn't it? I've not seen anyone say anything bad about this book. They just said it's comforting and it's sweet. And, you know, that's what I'm looking for this month. So, this could be a vote for you. This could be one for you to vote for. Or, I think some of you are going to be happy about this. The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Again, another very popular book. And I'll read to you what it's about now, because I don't really know myself. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island to determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the most mysterious of which is Arthur Parnassus, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master will do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn, or else his secret will come to light. The House in the Cerulean Sea is an enchanting love story, masterfully told about the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place, and realising that this family is yours. So, which one are you going to vote for? Which one are you going to make me read? I don't know if to set a poll up in the community tab or just vote in the comments again. For this month, we'll go vote in the comments again. So you can either vote for The House in the Cerulean Sea or Legends and Lattes. And I'm so excited to see what you pick. Like I said, this most likely will be my last book of 2020. So make it a good one. All right, friends? Make it a good one. But yeah, I had so much fun doing it last time. So the pressure is all on you. So that's it. That is the 7 books that I will be reading this month. Thank you for listening to me talk about my Dolly Parton t-shirt for a weird amount of time. And thank you for voting. If you're going to vote, if you're going to in the comments and chat to me as always, because I have so much fun. And if you've read any of these, let me know. Or if they sound interesting to you, let me know. Because I say it every time, but I really do love to chat to you all. So thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if, you know, and then it will let you know I've got a new video up, because there are some creeping out on a Thursday, which it's not going to be a regular thing, but they are going to pop up. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. You know, I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to speak to you all really soon.